Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Back to throw, Darnold. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running right, Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mahomes now to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Check. Cross. 15.
Now Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let's go, Mike 50. Let's go. Check the backer. Hey, ladies. Bravo.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Go.
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
You got to catch the ball, man.
Complete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the 1st. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 20! And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch twist.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Yellow. You must be true. Joker. Check out Reed. Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
28. Mike, 28. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a give right side. It's Jones. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here we go.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Pick me up. Here we go. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Darnold. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Zadarius Smith able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Oh, boy.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Kill. Yellow.
They'll give this to Bell running right. Big hold of the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell.
Why both of y'all gonna go block the corner?
Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
This is gonna be understandable.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Shift, shift. Shift.
Mahomes going to throw. He finds Humphries. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Check. Attack, attack.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Play. Hey, Ripley. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Check. Hey, color. Watch the twist. Check, Nick.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And
That's fucking pass in the fit.
picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold now to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
50 cents. Mike, 50 cents.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Catch made by Slayton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Check three. Slam. Yellow. Nice. 57's Mike. Mike 50. Alpha. Here we go. Nice.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that's rush coming, and he's taken down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
What? Quit. Why? 57. He's checking.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
You gotta catch the ball, bro.
Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll wind up getting this
one all the way
down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Hey, lady. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, y'all don't fucking block, bro.
A yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Deion Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Number 1. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 2nd and 2, Darnold under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Got his target, Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This is long. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and a couple, Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, it's Bell. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I'm here all day. Motion, motion.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That's caught by Penning. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 1st down, it's Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
61, match box, light.
Here you go, young lady. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Butker's kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that
Look how they don't let this man throw the ball, bro.
Down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Yellow. 15.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something. Well,